desk setup video ready for spring in 2022. I love watching and making these desk setup videos, and I hope you enjoy them too. It's been long overdue. My last desk setup video was over a year ago, and since I moved to a new space here, it felt like the right time to do an update. To be perfectly honest with you, the setup is never finished. There's always something that I want to improve, that I want to tweak a little bit, but this is how it is right now, and I'm really happy with it. I lie. I'm about 85% happy with it. The world has changed, and most of our homes have morphed into this extension of an office. So the question is, how do we stay productive? How do we stay motivated to do work? There's a quote in this book that I was reading that really hit it home for me. Motivation is overrated. Environment often matters more. Let's keep that in mind as we go through this video. Every bit of the setup is designed to make me feel ready to work, as well as very easy for me to switch into creative mode. The main desk I've been using for the last 2 years is this Jarvis desk from Fully, and we'll get to that in a minute. I'm not entirely happy with it, but we'll cover that in a second. After many hours of research and scouring the internet, I found this company called Friska. They're a Swedish company, and they make this amazing desk, I'm really happy with it. For about the same price as the Fully Jarvis desk that I've got behind me, what you get is of much better quality. The frame is better, and the choice of desktops as well, in my opinion, is far superior. I do like the control options that you get with a Fully desk, but I much prefer the more minimal approach that Friska has in their controls. And unlike Fully, they were able to deliver next day and offer installation as well. I'm not sure it would be economical to use Friska in North America because I don't think they have a presence there yet. Like I said, I have seen some very similar brands over there, so I'll leave you some links anyway. My second desk now is the one from Fully. It's kind of my secondary desk here. And they haven't sent me this, by the way. If you watched any desk setup videos on YouTube, you probably heard of these guys. But here's the thing, I don't like this desk anymore. It's been okay. I wish I had done more research before I bought them. And I'll probably never get sponsored by Fully after this. But you know what? I don't care. I'd rather tell you that there are issues with it, because that's the sort of video that I wish I watched when I was looking for a desk. Do you see how much this wobbles? It's really distracting, especially when it's extended, and it kind of annoys me that I bought this desk from Fully, and yes, they are good desks. They do a fantastic job at getting you to work while standing up. What none of the reviewers out there seem to tell you is how wobbly this thing is. It actually moves a lot even when you're sitting down. I'm not hammering the keyboard or anything. In fact, I'm quite soft on the typing, and the monitor is just wobbling like crazy all over the place. It is a decent enough desk, but if you're likely to be annoyed by this wobble, then I'd suggest you look elsewhere. Moving on then, I can't talk about the desk without mentioning the chair. This is the Herman Miller Sail chair. Not the most expensive chair from Herman Miller actually, but when it comes to our health and well-being, is money well spent. I'm not in my 20s anymore. I know I don't look it, thanks. I really need to look after my back. This chair is really ergonomic and extremely flexible. This is one of the most comfortable chairs I've ever tried. Plus, I think it looks awesome. We spend so much time these days at our desk sitting down, so I think it's good to invest in a kind of comfortable and ergonomic chair. With the computer, I'm in the middle of a transition right now. I will cover this in a different video, but I lost my MacBook Pro on a train to Belgium. I was visiting Patrick Rambles, my buddy YouTuber. So right now I'm actually using an M1 Mac Mini for most of my work, and my wife's M1 Pro MacBook Pro when I'm allowed anywhere near it. But stay tuned for the M1 Max review, which will hopefully arrive in the next week or so to complete my setup. Something that I bought recently that made me really happy is my keyboard. This is the Logitech Craft. This keyboard is so comfortable to use. The fact that they are so low profile means your wrists are always in a comfortable position. They don't have to travel a lot. Each key has an inward curvature which fits your fingertips perfectly as you rest your hand on the keyboard. I find it really helps with touch typing, and I get to type much faster actually, with less mistakes than before. It senses the proximity of your fingers as well to automatically illuminate the keys, which is really cool. It has this knob on the top left, which is meant to be the main point of this keyboard, but to start with, I didn't really use it, but there are some apps like Photoshop and all of the Microsoft Office apps that do take advantage of this knob for customized actions. The battery life on this is great. I don't know the size of the battery that they've got in here, but yeah, it lasts over a week easy for me. And trust me, this keyboard sees a great deal of action. I think that finding a keyboard that you like is really important given how much time you spend typing, and I'm really over the moon with this one. I know you've seen this a dozen times already, so I'll keep it very short. I, capital letters, love this mouse. This is the Logitech MX Master 3. The hype on this one is real, and it's definitely something that's very comfortable to use. It's super ergonomic as well, and when you use the Logitech app with it, there are lots of buttons that can be customized for each application. It's really incredible. And talking about ergonomic, I recently bought this Deltahub Carpio II, which at first I thought was a bit of a gimmick, to be honest, but now I can't live without it. It really does help with keeping your wrists in a comfortable position. Using this, kind of means you're not moving your wrists as much from side to side, which is what causes those wrist pains. This is just much more comfortable. The desk mat I've got here is this beauty from Grove Made. This is their felt model. I just really love their style. They haven't sent me this, by the way. I just really like how their stuff looks. I have had a couple of their items in my basket forever, which I'm sure it will end up here in my setup at some point, but for now, this is the only product that I've got from them. This other mat here serves multiple purposes. It's actually a cutting mat, which I bought from Amazon, and I love the way it looks for product photography and things like B-roll shots. So yeah, and it protects the desktop as well. I love that tune, which takes me to the speakers that I'm using. Oh, and if you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you like my stuff, it would really mean the world if you subscribe to my channel. On my desk, I have a pair of Creative Lab speakers. They sound great, they work with Bluetooth or directly connected, and they're really useful for things like video conference calls. I spend a lot of my time in Zoom and Teams meetings during the day. Having a good set of speakers really helps me, and it doesn't make me feel fatigued, because trust me, some of these long calls when someone is on the other side talking on a really bad connection or kind of a laptop microphone can really be painful to your ears after a number of hours in meetings. They're not the most kind of music producer level monitor quality, but they are quite sleek, don't take a lot of space, and are priced reasonably well. And I also have these speakers here, which I'm sure you want to know more about. These look fantastic. It's from a company called Gravastar. This is the Gravastar Mars Pro, and they did send me this one to try out. Gravastar have other models as well, which look amazing, by the way. Not gonna lie, I would normally say no to this sort of things, but come on, just look at this thing. I had to try it out, and they do not disappoint from a sound quality perspective. They have a very strong bassy sound. For my liking, I prefer less bassy speakers, to be honest, but if you're looking for something that packs a punch and look great, these don't disappoint. Because they are Bluetooth speakers, they will work with the iPhone, Android, and computers, iPads, or whatever. Once you're connected via Bluetooth, you can customize the little accent lights that you've got here, and they flash in sync with the sound, which is fantastic. So yeah, really cool. You can change the colors if you want as well, or even turn them off. So yeah, shout out to Gravastar for sending me this. I really like them. The monitor I have is great. It's funny how initially I thought it was massive, but now I'm used to it and I'm thinking maybe I should get an even wider one. But I'd like to have a more color accurate monitor for what I do on my creative work, but this is more than good enough. I'm able to run effectively 3 different businesses using this thing, and I don't think I need an upgrade just yet. This light on top of the monitor is the BenQ, which I reviewed before on the channel. It really works with a curved monitor as well, which is fantastic. I was skeptical at first, but they really help. And this here is my Thunderbolt dock from OWC. It's a Thunderbolt 4 device from them. And I've also got the hub from OWC, also Thunderbolt 4. These are extremely popular accessories and very capable too. If you're connecting 2 monitors, these will support up to 4K at 60Hz, which is incredible. I have reviewed them both in detail, so I'll leave links up here in the cards and in the description for you. Attached to the hubs, I'm constantly using these SSD drives. They're probably not the fastest options out there, but I'm able to edit entire videos like this one with them, and they really kind of help me keep my computer storage to a minimum. I have to be honest, they have done a great job getting me to this point, but after 150 videos, I think I need to upgrade to a NAS storage or something like that soon. I've ordered a very similar to Grove Made desk shelf, but I'll show you that in the next desk setup video. I love making these videos, and there's plenty more to come, I'm sure. Since you're here, have a look at these other videos, and I'll see you in the smiling faces over there, hopefully. Bye bye.